It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying it left side with Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. Complete to Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw for Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Allen gonna throw again. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 36, Shakir with the grab. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's Allen out of the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing here, Allen. Cook calls it in. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down from the red zone. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
To the air again, Allen. He's got it! And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Allen on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so, the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. May now from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. This is brought in at the 50. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump.
Uh-huh.
And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Bills with the football. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run it with Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun here. Complete to Shakir. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a give to Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And in, touchdown Buffalo. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our 1st half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right into a crowd, and intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to be second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. May gets this one to Watson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll run here from the gun. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going play action, May. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And the defender comes away with it. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Only a 1 yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Made a throw it. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them.
I can't believe what I want.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. May throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Bell on the catch. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a New England 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. May trying again here on 2nd. Buys time, rolling right. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returnable from the 1. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now run by Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down throw for Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Bills looking like they'll start this season with a win. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. May not a throw on 3rd. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They'll run for this. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They give it to him again. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. And with Brock Huard and